Yeah. Way up.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Oh my gosh, Mano's here. I don't know if I'm talking to you today.
Nah, I'm just you.
All right.
Straight
But anyway, we do have a special guest joining us, Nyla Blackman. She's not just a soca artist, but she is definitely a soca artist as well.
I love soca.
Me too. She's from Trinidad, and it's actually her grandfather that created that genre.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot to live up to there for her, but she's really, really dope. Also classically trained as a singer.
So he started in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm. Garfield Blackman. So shout out to Laura Shorty. All right, well, she'll be joining us today. We got a new song from her, Feels Like Love. But speaking of Feels Like Love, let's feel the love on a Monday. Call us up 800-292-5150. Let's shine a light, baby. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano.
New Mano!
And it's time to shine a light. And today, this story is going to make you feel really good. I love a story of perseverance, and you never know when your time is coming. But J.C. Escada, he was driving Uber, and he was doing odd jobs. He was a substitute teacher, all of those things to help pay his bills while he was playing independent ball for 2 years. He was making about $400 every 2 weeks. In indie ball, he was playing overseas, playing winter ball, doing all these different jobs. And he had thought for a period of time that maybe it's not going to happen. He was going to hang it up. But he got called into the office at Steinbrenner Field, and at first he thought that it was going to be bad news. It wasn't anybody else in the room, so he felt like, it's not really a celebration. Aaron Boone was the person who was speaking to him and framing the conversation as a difficult one, talking about the organization and the catching depth in the organization, but then told him that he was going to the big leagues. Now, Escada said, it feels amazing, a lot of time coming. I was just grateful to be here at first, and now my dreams come true. Now is the easy part. Now is just play baseball on the biggest stage. So I'm excited for what's to come. He also has a baby on the way. He celebrated with his wife on Saturday night. He's going to be a dad in June. And so by tomorrow, the Yankees are going to be playing the Marlins. And so he grew up near Miami. So what an amazing story. Let's shine a light on J.C. Escada. Now, CJ, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my mama, Shaquilla Thornton, and also my granny, Louise Mansfield. Those are two women that played a vital role in my life, made me the man I am today. And I just want to shine a light on them. I love them to death. I love them to the day I die.
Oh, that's so dope. And a man who loves his mama and grandma, he gonna treat you good, too.
Always. You already know.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can leave a message for a last word. And let's shift gears. Kandi Burruss versus Tamar Braxton. Man, the two of them have been going at it. I can't believe this because I feel like they both are so talented and have so much going on. But we'll tell you what's happening that have the two of them riled up. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Yep.
And let's get into this Yee tea. I got to start it off with saying a rest in peace to George Foreman. He passed away at the age of 76, world heavyweight boxing champion. But of course, them Foreman grills went crazy. I just watched the movie about his life.
Yeah, I seen that movie.
Yeah, when I was on the plane. So there was an announcement on his page that said, our hearts are broken with profound sorrow. We announce the passing of our beloved George Edward Foreman Sr., who peacefully departed on March 21st, 2025, surrounded by loved ones. All right, so shout out to him. And we knew him as a commentator as well. So again, beautiful life that he had. All right, now let's get into this Kandi Burruss versus Tamar Braxton. The two of them, it feels like due to old things that have been said, this beef has been reignited, and Kandi was doing an interview for Entertainment Tonight, doing an exclusive chat, and the interviewer brought up Old Lady Gang restaurant and what Tamar had to say about the restaurant, and Kandi responded about Tamar. Listen to what happened.
Can you believe that she's still on you?
I'm not playing games with clowns. Like, I'm not finna be in the circus with you, sweetheart. Like, we're not doing that ever again.
All right. Now, previously, Tamar had said some things about Kandi's Old Lady Gang restaurant, said nobody's checking for it. She called the spot nasty. And she said it is a known thing here in Atlanta. And she said when people are considering stopping at a spot for food, nobody thinks about Old Lady Gang and so on and so forth. So she did clear things up after that. And she said it was, when people shared that clip, she said it was a 3-year-old video. I don't know how it came to see the light of day, but apparently the two of them are still not getting along. And then Tamar posted a clip of Kandi singing and put a clown emoji on fire. So that's what's going on with the two of them. I also saw people saying that Old Lady Gang is closed. I know they have more than one location.
Right.
So I don't know if they're all closed or one of them is closed or one of them moved. I'm not sure. But I just saw that yesterday on Google when you Google it.
So they've been beefing for a long time. They never liked each other?
I mean, I think it probably is about that, you know, you're talking about my business, my restaurant, because sometimes that does hurt a business when somebody says something's nasty and then it makes people be like, I'm not going there, you know? Trust me, I know it's not easy to run a business. You know, too.
Absolutely.
And then Young Miami versus Lizo. I love the fact that the two of them were able to talk to each other. Young Miami was on Club Shay Shay and said this.
Feel like society pushed women to get cosmetic surgery.
When you got a natural body, you look like a little boy. When you do get the BBL, it's like, oh my God, your body fake. It's like, if you natural, they hate you. If you got a BBL, they hate you. What do you want? I'm gonna just use this like Lizo, for instance.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh my God, she's so fat. She looks so good now.
Right.
Now it's like, oh my God, ew.
All right. Well, Lizo called Young Miami while she was streaming and questioned her about that. And here's what happened.
What is the ew? I have to know.
Before, like, your weight loss, people used to be like, oh my God, she need to lose weight. She too fat. That shit not cute. That's what I was pertaining to. People always have something to say. You know, like, woman is like, you need to lose weight. Then you lose weight, and it's like, oh my God, that don't look good on her. It's them if you do, them if you don't.
So, yeah, I did feel like in that clip, she wasn't shading Lizzo. She was basically saying, y'all bullied this woman, and then now, you know, now you're like, she looks amazing, but some people are still like, ew, she looked better when, you know, it's like you can't win.
Yeah.
So you got to do what you want to do for yourself. But I love that they cleared that up, because maybe people in the comments can also make you have beef with somebody when there's no real beef. All right, when we come back about last night, we'll discuss what we did last night. I was in Detroit over the weekend. You were in Boston, D.C., all over the place. We'll talk about it. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's way up at Angela Yee. I'm here. Reno's here.
That's right, baby.
Let's do about last night. I was in D.C. over the weekend, and
I was
shout
in
out.
D.C. the other day. What was you doing?
I mean, not D.C., Detroit. I said what
Detroit.
you
You was in
did.
the D. I was in D.C. I was in Boston. I was moving around. I got back. I was out here on these streets of New York City.
I don't know how you do so much in like 3 days.
How you do so much? You be all over.
Well, I was in Detroit, and so shout out to everybody there. Joe and Jordan Crawford. They own a cafe with their mother, Sylvia, called Craig Cafe out there. They also both played professional basketball.
Nice.
And now they have this cafe where they do sell cup coffee, uplifts people. Just gotta throw that out there.
Go.
So we had a nice mixer there, and I got to meet and also reconnect with a lot of people. Shout out to our girl Jasmine Renie, who came out, Randy Rosario, everybody that came and showed us some love. DJ K Dirty. Shout out to DJ Mia. Who was in the room, and my girl Chantel for helping organize everything. And then I also went to Fixins. Now, you know they have that.
Fixins in
they have
LA?
a Fixins in Detroit.
Oh, okay. So I go to the Fixins in L.A., downtown L.A. by the.
Ooh, it was fire. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I like Fixins a lot.
So KJ Kevin Johnson, who also
that's his restaurant.
Yes,
Right.
And so he happened to be in Detroit also. So I told them we was gonna come through. So we actually all pulled up after Craig Cafe and went to go eat at Fixins. And so, you know, shout out to him. When I tell you, first of all, it's so lit in there, you can't even just pop up. It's a huge restaurant, but it's packed.
You been to the one in L.A.?
Yeah, that used to be Shaq's restaurant before that.
Okay.
And then now it's Fixins. That was the first one I went to.
Right.
Didn't know that Kevin Johnson owned it. And then the staff told me, and then he pulled up there. And so he let me know. I actually did the ribbon cutting with him in Detroit when they announced that it was coming to Detroit. But when I tell you the food, after that I had to go take a nap. It was like that.
Itis.
But shout out to everybody for always showing us a good time in Detroit. And then last night I was catching up on White Lotus. And
I don't even know what that
there's
is.
a real bromance going on this. That's all I'm going to say on this latest episode. But yes, I'm all in. Y'all got to watch it. You're going to be like, what is going on White Lotus? It's always something crazy, but it got really crazy this season. All right. Well, speaking of secrets, tell us a secret. 800-292.
Tell us a secret so you can go viral.
5150. You know what Mano's here for.
Hey.
He wants to hear a secret. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. It don't got to be White Lotus level secret, but you can tell us your secrets. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Mano's here. You know y'all want to hear his reaction. 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Secret.
People be having some secrets. That's the problem, man.
Let it out.
We're looking at all this beefing going on social media. I'm like, a lot of this is because of secrets.
Because of secrets.
All right. Well, we want to hear your secrets. Get it out. Put it in the atmosphere.
Right.
Get that burden off you.
That's
800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
Oh my God, yeah. So this secret I've been holding on to for years. I'm going to just say I'm 30 now, and this happened when I was in the 9th grade.
Okay, what happened?
One day, my aunt, she had me come over. She wanted to go out this night, and she had me come over and keep my little cousin. So I think she was in maybe like the 8th grade or something. I was in the 9th. But when she left, I had invited my boyfriend over, and
that happens.
And he came over. He brought 2 other dudes that I knew from school with him. And, nothing much really happened. We was just they was just kind of roaming around the house, kind of being nosy, but I didn't pay no attention. So then the next day happened to be my family reunion. And so we went to the family reunion, and he just kind of like texting me, just telling me like, oh, he want to see me, and what time will I be back home? And me still not thinking nothing of it. And I'm, responding. I'm telling him I won't be home till late tonight because it's a family reunion and stuff, so maybe I could see you afterwards. When we came back from the family reunion, I went back to my aunt's house with her, and she had seen that her window was busted, and they came in and they cleaned her house.
Oh my
out.
gosh!
Cleaned it out, took everything. They took my shoes and clothes that I had over there.
Damn! So he brought his friends there. They roamed around the house, set y'all up.
Yes! And still to this day, like her daughter knows, but still to this day, she do not know this secret. And I'm like, I'm never going to tell her. I just feel like I got to pay her back. Then I tell her,
That is, well, first of all, I don't know if you ever going to tell her. That's crazy. They broke in and stole everything while y'all weren't there. And she just thought it was a random break-in.
Everything. Yeah, she thought it was just a random, and the police came and everything, and I'm just telling my little cousin, like, don't say nothing, and she was just like, it was them. She was so mad,
grimy.
But she did not say nothing. She a real one still to this day, and I'm sure when she hear this, she gonna crack her.
So now, what did you do after that? Did you try to, talk to them, listen, I know y'all did it?
Oh, my gosh. Yes, I was just texting him the whole time, and he just ignored me. I don't know, this was 2009. And what's so crazy was my shoes that they had stole. One of the boys had uploaded a picture on Facebook with them on.
He wore your shoes?
Yes, he stole my dad. Had just bought me some little cute Air Force Ones. They was like the boyish kind of.
Oh my God,
yes, he won.
girl!
And I seen a picture on their own Facebook.
They lucky you didn't go to the cops.
I know, I still have, now that I think about it. But,
Yeah.
they got their karma. I think a couple of them in jail right now.
That is wild, yo. All right, well, thank you for sharing. That's crazy. Can you imagine?
Absolutely. Thank you for answering.
No problem. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. I see what, though. She didn't go to the cops because she didn't want to have to tell her aunt that it was her fault. And that's really what it was, or else.
That's a hell of a secret, though.
When we come back, we got your Yeetie, and we'll talk about Renie Ruchi versus Black Zach. And that ending, boy, is being documented for all of us to see. We'll talk about it. Apparently, he kicked her out of the house. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm
Way
here.
Up.
I know that's right. Mano's here.
Yeah.
So let's get into this tea. Renie Ruchi versus Black Zach. I do want to say that they did come up here and do Way Up together previously.
I remember that.
But now it looks like there's some drama. Now, I've also had Renie Ruchi 4 years ago on Lip Service. And there always have been rumors that she used to date Kevin Gates or whatever. But that was kind of a long time ago. They done music
But
together.
did they actually date?
I don't know if they really did or didn't, or they did music together. But Kevin Gates mentions Renie Ruchi in a new song, kind of apologizing for how he treated her. It's called Same Way.
I did Renie wrong, and I admit it.
Okay, so I want to say, and I told you this, when we listened to that, we have children. I thought he was saying he has children.
And she had children.
And she
so
has
we both got
So we
children.
both
Not
have
together.
kids. So because we both have kids and our kids are watching, we gotta, let's keep it respectful. That's what I interpreted it.
So people taking it another way.
But people are taking it like, oh, that's not, Black Zach's baby. That's Kevin Gates' baby. And so Renie Ruchi went live, and she said she went live because I guess she's saying that Black Zach wanted her to clear things up on live. And here's what happened during their live.
I ain't the one who got caught cheating.
I ain't the one cheating. I ain't did no cheating, period. That's a song from 5 years ago. I know you are. I know you are. I will. That's like your 100th time putting me out.
Exactly. My cheating the one that
I'm
got people
not.
thinking your child could be
And
somebody
I
else's
cleared up that song 5 years old, and
Exactly.
nothing about the song changed from 5 years ago. It's the same song from 5 years ago.
So that feels like an ego thing. He's saying that song has people thinking that kid might not be his.
So the comments probably starting to get to him. And he's reacting.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think that Kevin Gates shouldn't have done that right now? Like, because she said the
But the
song's
song
5
is-
years old.
He didn't do
put
nothing.
it out now.
Oh,
they just
hold on. Whoa.
Yeah.
The song didn't come out 5 years ago.
No, it's an old song, but he just put it out now.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
because I have to think in his head he knows is going to cause some issues.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. I thought the song came
Kind of
out
like them
5 years
pictures you put up of all the women visiting you, even though that's old.
Yeah.
Visiting you in prison.
Yeah, and they're like, why would you put me
I
up like
know that caused some fights at home. Like,
Yeah,
word?
definitely.
Because, whether or not she did, like, what if she never mentioned that, they had a whatever, but he's apologizing. So I guess what he's saying is they did have a relationship and he just wasn't that great to her. Now, when Renie Ruchi and Black Zach were on Way Up with Angela Yee, it felt like everything was going to be all good. They fell in love fast. Here's what they said.
I had got his name tattooed on the back of my leg, and he was like, "Oh, I'm posting it."
How long was it before you got the tattoo that y'all have been dating?
Maybe was it a month yet?
I told you everything moved fast.
Wow. How did you know that she was the one?
Just like how different she made me feel, like she made me want to do right. That's how I knew it had to be something.
Now he kicking her out 100 times of the house. That's why it's hard, man. We got a kid together. You can't just kick me out the house. And she got 2 other kids too. That's 3 kids right there. You know what I'm saying? And when you with a woman who has children, you also are the person that's going to be in their life as a father figure.
Right. But see, the whole thing changed now because she's saying it's 5 years old, but is the song actually really 5 years old?
He just put it out now. I don't know. Maybe he's referencing something that happened back then. But anyway, that is your Yeetie. I'm sure we'll hear more about it because it's so public now. When we come back, we have your Under the Radar, the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. Oh, here's some 50 Cent in the club. It's Way Up.
Listen to news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here.
Hey.
My guy Manos.
Hey.
And it's time for those under the radar stories. This one affects me. This hurts. So coffee drinkers here in the U.S. can expect rising prices because of global supply chains. Things are costing more money. Now, coffee roasters who took their chances in the future markets are feeling the burn. That price could pass off to customers. Traditionally, companies invest in the futures market in hopes of securing a lower cost, but the price of coffee just keeps on climbing. In February of 2025, the average price of ground roast coffee rose to a record high of $7.25 a pound. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's tough.
So coffee is going up, man.
And now there's tariffs, the weather, and crop growth. All of them have impacted coffee prices. They said in 2024, the world's largest coffee producers saw an influx in climate-related impacts on their crops. So less crops, higher prices, tariffs, all of those things are going to make a difference. It's hard to have to pass that cost on. People don't understand because everybody's pockets are hurting right now.
That's right.
All right. Now, Lyft is going to be rolling out robo-taxis in Atlanta using self-driving technology. They already have those in at least 4 U.S. cities.
LA, and Arizona.
They have it in Phoenix, LA.
Yeah.
They have it in San Francisco and Austin, and they're planning to expand to Miami in 2026. I know a couple of people who tried it. Have you ever tried it?
I never tried it. I want to though.
I saw one when I was in San Francisco. I saw the actual Waymo.
I've seen it in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Would you try it?
I would.
Well, they're going to be hitting the streets of Atlanta. Users will be able to take rides in those self-driving cars starting this summer, and that's going to be in partnership with May Mobility. Self-driving technology will be installed in Toyota Sienna minivans, and users will have the chance to take rides.
Pretty
in
soon,
that.
the cars that we drive are going to be able to do this.
What's going to happen to the drivers?
Nothing. We're going to sit in the back and be chauffeured
The
around.
drivers are going to sit.
Everybody in the back.
I don't know, man. This is crazy. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. We do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, straight from Trinidad, we got Nyla Blackman joining us. She's got a new song called Feels Like Love that I really enjoy. We'll be talking to her. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
I'm here.
You outside.
That's right.
And shout out to Kendrick Lamar. GNX is the first rap album to sell 1 million units in the U.S. in 2025. So that's a big deal. Playboi Carti, in the meantime, is topping the Billboard 200 with music, but he is disputing the first week sales. Now, so academics said Playboi Carti music sells 298,000 first week. It will debut number one, and then he posted 320. So I think it has to do with like bundling and things like that,
Right.
and trying to figure how that works out. But I do feel like all of the drama of Kanye's back and forth, that also helps with awareness too. So as much as Kanye wants to be mad, all he did was really like boost engagement when it came to that. All right. Trina's husband, Swerve, just recently got arrested. But this is for an incident back in 2023, an alleged assault that happened nearly 2 years ago, according to this police report. He just got arrested March 20th, Thursday, in Miami. At the time, a man said he was crossing the street when this black Dodge Charger suddenly stopped in front of a stop sign, and that caused the unidentified man's hand to hit the trunk. And he said that Swerve became aggressive when he approached the vehicle and followed him to a nearby residence, and that Swerve punched him multiple times and fractured his nose. But they are saying there is surveillance footage of this altercation. If somebody did that to you, would you follow them?
Probably not.
I would probably, if he wanted to press to or whatever, because when you follow somebody, they don't know what you're following them for.
That could go differently.
It could definitely go differently. So I don't know, but we'll see. All right, now Tracy T and Cash Doll. Cash Doll has certainly moved on. Well, it looks like Tracy T is tired of people saying that he fumbled the relationship and, hoping that he's okay. And here's what he had to say.
Vibes, you fumble, Keisha. I ain't gonna lie. Hey man, just like a drop something, you pick something up. So don't talk to me about what I fumble or dropped or lost. I moved on. Life goes on, kids get grown.
Life goes on, kids get grown.
Sounds like a song.
Right.
And I know it's interesting because you're cool with both of them.
Yeah, shout out to Tracy T. Yeah, they came and hung out with us, I want to say last summer. And we had them out here. They came bowling with us. And I thought everything was good, but this is how life is,
Yeah.
Life moves on, kids get grown. You drop something, you pick it up.
I know Cash Doll way better. They seem like it was really gonna, because they both was cool.
That's how it always seems. So wait till my relationship starts. So,
man, listen, if I befriend whoever you end up in a relationship with, I can't break up my friendship after.
That's what I'm saying. This is it. This is death row.
Because I hate when guys do that. They make you become friends with their wife or their girl.
Come back later and be like, not that one.
Yeah, be like, I don't want you. Now what I'm supposed to do? I done befriended a person.
This is it. This is what took me so long.
You know what? On that note, when we come back, let's do a Monday main ovation.
Sean.
That's what we need. We need a little main ovation from you as you're contemplating and pondering what this mystery woman is going to be like in your future. We also need a little main ovation. The world's been crazy, and it's time for some main ovation. It's Way Up.
And I'm back.
We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're Way Up with Angela Yee. Please believe that.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. And it's time for some Monday
Innovation.
Innovation.
Ange, I was inspired by something somebody called up here and said today. They said, please do not, under no circumstances, allow anybody to get you out of your zone, to take you out of your character. And sometimes that happens. We all human.
Yeah.
And every now and then we allow somebody to bite on our skin, and then we engage with them. You understand? And then you know, we vibrate a little lower than we should be because we allow something to happen. But then you realize that that's not the motion.
Right.
You know, because in this life and on this journey, you're gonna have people coming at you. You're gonna have people saying things about you, but you gotta maintain. You gotta don't allow people to get you too far out of your character.
And that happens all the time because social media, people have so much access. YouTube, people do things, say things, leave comments, and you want to clap back so
every
bad.
Every now and then I bite back. You heard? I snap back.
Okay.
You know?
But, you know, and you're right, that caller, when he called up today, was basically saying that, you know, we can only control kind of what we do. What we do. I can't control what anybody says or does.
What nobody says. I can't control what you think about me. And frankly, I don't even care. So, I mean, look, stay in your zone, stay in your mode, stay in your car, stay driving. Don't worry about what's going on to the left or to the right of you. Keep focused, keep pushing. A little bit of man ovation, no hesitation in any situation.
Because sometimes you want to go in on somebody and be like, you
sometimes
are so
I do.
corny. Like,
sometimes I
people
do.
be leaving the corniest, stupidest things, and you want to just.
I go all the way. I go further than that.
Yeah, you do take it low.
Yeah.
Mano also may even record a whole video.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, Mano, what are you doing?
Yeah. Because you know when they what's the saying? When they go low,
you take it to the floor.
Take it to the basement.
You take it to the basement.
No,
okay.
But stop it.
Okay, Now the real saying is when they go low,
we go
way up.
There you go. How up? How up? Way up. There you go.
I know that's right. Well, that was your Monday main ovation. Remember that. When they go low, you go way up.
That's right.
Way up to the sky. To heaven.
To heaven, man. You know?
God got us.
That's right.
All right. Well, anyway, with that Monday main ovation, when we come back along those notes, we do have Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. Any question you have, I'm here
That's right.
with the award-winning, advice-giving main ovator, Mano himself. 800-292-5150 is the number. And don't forget, after that, Nyla Blackman is going to be joining us straight from Trinidad. We love her. So talented. You know, new music is feeling like love out here. Feels like love. So all of that going on. But again, Ask Ye is next. 800-292-5150.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Ye.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and the award-winning, advice-giving Mano is here. And it's time for Ask Ye. And today we have Tania on the line. What's up, Tania?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. My question for you is, I've been in a relationship with this person for 12 years.
Damn.
And I feel like that it's time for this relationship. It has come to an end for me. I mean, I want to just be blunt with him and just tell him, like, you know, I don't love you. I want to be in this relationship. I don't want to be mean to him, and I just need a little advice. How should I, you know, take it to him?
You seeing somebody else?
No,
be honest.
Not at this time.
So what is it about this relationship after 12 years that you're over it?
I just feel like that he is real insecure. He gravitates to me. He always wants me right there with him. He don't never want me to go nowhere.
He's smothering you.
He's like a child.
For me. Yes. I'm 48 and he just turned 64.
Oh.
So it's like he's trying to mold me into what he wants me to be. I'm not liking that.
To be his mother.
Yes, that's the thing.
Tini, I have a question. For 12 years you were with him. Was he always like this?
He's been like this. I just kind of like overlooked it and pushed it up under the rug and just kept going.
Does he satisfy you in the bed?
Yeah, he good at that.
Okay. So
very good.
She's like, that's why I was here for this long.
That's not enough to stay.
Right.
When you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody and you get frustrated, it doesn't make it easy for them either, right? Because then we end up being kind of nasty, rude. Everything they do is a little annoying. And they're not getting the love that they should get either. And so honesty and kind of having to step away, if this is what you know you want to do, is the best way, because you're not doing nobody a favor by staying with somebody you don't want to be with when you're just going to have an attitude while you're there.
I thank you for that. I've been thinking on it. I guess I just wanted to hear from someone else.
You ever cheated on him?
No, he just cheated on me though.
Oh.
So this is how you do this. I'm gonna give you some pointers on how you can get rid of this relationship without being so disrespectful. You can either slide in my DMs or any guy's DMs that you want, and then get into like a back and forth conversation, and then kind of like let him see that. And act like it was a mistake.
No, don't do that. And look, at the end of the day, we all deserve happiness. You deserve happiness. And I know you care about him enough to know that he deserves it. It just won't be with you. Some other women will love being up under him all the time.
Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you, Mano.
All right. You can try that DM thing, though. It'll help you out. I'm telling you. I get the best advice.
Look, Mano definitely won't have you all up under him because he can't. All right. Well, thank you.
All right. He's a Mano vader, so. All right, y'all. Take care. Thank you.
Unless you like women.
Hey.
All right. Well, that was Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 just in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, our girl Nyla Blackman is in the building. She's amazing. She's a Trinidadian singer, songwriter, soca artist, but she's more than just soca. She is a whole lot of genres. And you can really hear it with her new single that's out right now, Feels Like Love. It's Way Up.
Yeah. Let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
Well, what's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. And as promised, because I've run into you a couple of times and been saying I need you on the show, Nyla Blackman is here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Well, you look so beautiful. Every time I see you, though, I don't think you're ever not camera ready.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I definitely love myself some clothes.
You're also doing the Roots picnic this year. That's going to be big.
That's going to be huge. I'm really excited for it.
How was Carnival this year?
Carnival was like how Carnival usually is, a lot. Somebody described it best like a million mini Coachellas. Like it was just so many events. The energy was high. There was a lot going on.
I haven't been to Trinidad Carnival yet, but everybody says that's the one.
Well, we are the beginning, so the Mecca. Yeah.
Okay, so aside from Trinidad, if you had to say where's the best carnival after that, what would you put second?
Oh my God, you're gonna get me in trouble.
But for you, this is personal. It's an opinion thing.
Okay, wow. I definitely think it would be Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Nyla Blackman right now, Trinidadian superstar. So I want to talk about just some more of the beginnings of the music. First of all, working with Kes.
Yeah.
I think he's like the nicest person in addition to being super talented and Kes the band. So talk to me about that collaboration and workout and how that even came about.
That was at the beginning of everything. I was 18 years old and I was in school, UTT. I was doing my degree and
Degree in what?
Music, bachelor's in the performing arts. Yeah, I was doing opera and I have no time for myself. I have no time to do my music. So I asked my mom to drop out of school. She was like, hell no. And I was like, you know what? Let me try soca music. She said to me, okay, let's make a deal. You could take 1 semester off of school and then do Carnival and then go right back.
That's nice.
I was like, deal. I went to many different producers and they all said, no, don't do soca. It'll spoil you. And I'm like, okay.
Spoil you how?
Maybe they thought the industry was too aggressive for the kind of quiet personality I had. And I was like, no, I want to do it because my grandfather is the creator of the genre. So I asked everybody and everybody told me no. And I went to Anson and I said, would you do a soca? He's like, oh my God, I thought you'd never ask. And that same day, we created Workouts. And 2 weeks later, I was in a studio session by another producer, and Kes came to record some songs, and I was like, "Oh my God, fancy seeing you here, Kes!
God's plan.
This is how it was supposed to go, you know." And I told him, "I sent you a song. Did you hear it?" He's like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "Let me play it for you right now." And I literally just like bombarded him, and he was like, "Oh, like I don't even know this girl," you know. I sat him right there, and I watched him, and I was like, "So, what do you think?" And he was like, "It's a really good song." And I was like, yeah. So he decided that he'd do the song with me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's that being assertive, because, you know, that can be intimidating. You run into the person, you don't know him.
Yeah.
But I would think that people already knew who you were.
No, he didn't know who I was, but he knew who my family was.
Yeah.
He knew my family.
I know you said your mom said you could take, you know, a little time. Did you end up going back to school?
Oh, hell no. I did not.
She said 1 semester.
After that semester, everything went so crazy. That year of 2017, I kid you not, I'm not over exaggerating by these numbers. I did 375 shows.
That's wild. Nyla Blackman is here. Her family is royalty in Trinidad. For real. We got more with her when we come back. It's Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Let's go. Yeah. You are a media maven, right?
Ooh, you never know what Angie's gonna say.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and I am talking to the superstar from Trinidad, Nyla Blackman. All right, now let's talk about new music. Feels Like Love. That's a nice feel-good song.
Yes.
And you have Roy Woods on there, and I was wondering the connection, but then I saw you met him at Caravana.
Yes.
It sounds great, but I also was like, well, how did this even happen?
Well, the thing about it is that he's Guyanese, so there's that Caribbean connection there. This song is very dancehall influenced, but it's more like a pop dancehall kind of vibe, and he still brings that kind of R&B hip hop flavor on it, and it still has a little Caribbean twang. So the melting pot on this record is so beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful, and it's very flirty, very chill vibes, so I love it.
And the album is called Born a Diamond.
Yes.
Bad. So that is definitely coming out later this year.
Yes.
Okay. I can already tell just from what I've heard so far, it's gonna be
it's gonna be amazing.
Is it done or mostly done?
It's mostly done. I'm really excited for this project because it's soca, but it's not. It's world music.
Do you feel like right now the Caribbean is in a great space when it comes to the global platform of music? Because I feel like so many people are borrowing from the influence.
Yeah, 100%. Caribbean music has been thriving for a while now, and our flavor is unmatched. Our flavor is something that is so unique, and it's always something that's gonna get the blood moving. Even though people know the Caribbean sound, it's still an untapped market. You know, it's still something that's yet to explode.
I'm talking to Nyla Blackman right now, Trinidadian superstar. Congratulations to you. I'm really excited for you, and I'm glad we had a chance to sit down and have a conversation.
Definitely.
And I know
overdue.
I know. Every time I see you, like, when are we gonna do it? But no, honestly, when the album comes out too, we got to make sure we get like some exclusives, you know, another sit down would be nice.
Indeed.
But I appreciate you so much, and congratulations for everything, just because you're not just a talented artist, but you do so much to give back, and it's authentic, and I love that, because some people feel like just because I'm an artist, that doesn't make me a role model. I don't have to do X, Y, and Z, but clearly it's something that you take the time out of your 300,000 shows a year to be able to do that, and that's,
oh my God,
and that's important. But you also got to take care of yourself.
Exactly. I feel the importance of that this year, especially because as a musician and as a creative, you find that you don't have the creative energy that you require if you're spread too thin, and you can fill other people if you're full. You know what I mean? You can't fill other people if you're empty. So just for everyone listening on, be selfless, give back.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful for all the blessings.
But thank you so much, Nyla Blackman. Make sure you guys follow her. We're excited for the album this summer.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to ask you a date because it could change. But congratulations.
Thank you so much. For everybody that's listening out there, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Nyla Blackman. This album is really dear to my heart, and I'm really excited for the world to hear it.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano. I do want to shout out later today. I'm actually going to be at my coffee shop, Coffee Uplifts People, and I'm going to be talking to some entrepreneurs about hiring and having employees, and, you know, the most effective ways to do it. Because, you know, I use ZipRecruiter, and that's how I've hired some of the staff that I have at Coffee Uplifts People. It's one of the easiest ways to get that done, and making sure that people have the right qualifications. It's kind of like dating or using a realtor to find a house. You want to make sure you're getting
dating site.
Yeah, it is. Getting exactly what you need, you know. But it actually, I think more like having a realtor, because having a realtor, they'll only show you the properties that you are looking for certain things. Like if I want a 3-bedroom, don't show me a 1-bedroom.
That's right.
And speaking of that, I'm also going to be in Memphis. I have an event that's going to be happening for the Black Developers Housing Summit, and that's going to be on Wednesday. So I'm really excited to be there and do that keynote with the moderator, Rashida Jones. You know, like I said, I love talking about real estate, and I love Memphis too. So I'm back outside. What about you?
I'm going to Rikers Island this week.
Oh.
Speak up there, yeah.
All right, nice. All right, well, also thank you to Nyla Blackman for joining us today. She's got the song Feels Like Love out now. You can watch that full interview on Way Up With Yee. And of course, you guys have the last word.
I'm just tired of snapping turtles. Turtle bit my one time. I don't know.
Hey, Ma. It's yours truly from the Jersey Shore, Asbury Park. I just want to say I shine a light on you, Miss Yee, because You are such an inspiration, and I just love you. I just can't get enough of you. I listen to you every single day, and I am a faithful listener. Keep up the good work. You're a really wonderful woman.
Going way up with Angela Yee.